everybody, I'm GoldenBlade72 and we are back with another game. Now, this is going to be the first video of a series that I'm doing. It's going to be a reviewing series, so I'll play, say, about half an hour of the game, or however I think is long enough, and then I will simply stop, and during that time period I will give you a review on the game, show you the gameplay, and the different aspects of the game. Right, so today we're starting off with a game called Banished. This is a good game. I like it. It's a bit of an underdog. Not many people know about it, but it's a very addictive and good game to stay in. So let's get started. So yeah. You can change. You can either have valleys or mountains. I prefer valleys. Terrain size: large, medium, small. Large. Climate: mild, fair, or harsh. Disasters: on and off. Now, whenever I've been playing with them on, I've never actually got one, so they're probably really rare. But who knows? You could be unlucky. Starting conditions: you have easy, medium, and hard. I think I'm going to play on medium. Here you can see what you get. So, easy. An easy game begins with 6 families, a large amount of clothing, food, firewood, building materials, and tools are provided. Homes and storage areas have already been built. Seeds for fields and orchards are available as well as a herd of livestock. Medium. A medium game begins with 5 families, so one less than the previous one. Clothing, food, fireworks, firewood, tools, and construction materials. It also provides a storage barn has already been built, and seeds for fields and orchards. And hard. A hard game begins with 4 families, again, one less. A small amount of clothing. So basically the amounts get smaller and smaller and smaller. Also, there are no seeds for farming or orchards, and you don't start off with any houses. I'm going to play on medium since that gives you a good show of the game. So let's get into it. Alright, so, yeah, like I said, you guys can suggest to me games that you would like to see me review, or even if you wish, send me the games via Steam. You can most likely guess my Steam account name. And I will review them quite happily. Even if I don't like them. Okay, so here we are in medium. We have all of our families. And so, first what we're going to do is we are going to here. Get this. This is basically where you can assign. So you have this amount of people in your village, so 10 people, and children, but the children don't work. You can assign them to all of these different jobs. So I usually like to leave that up there. The map. This basically shows. This shows the map, basically. That doesn't need much explaining. There's this, which is how much resources, etc. you have. I like to leave that up there. Oh wait, hold on, I usually swap these around. A log of events, which tells you deaths, people becoming labourers, etc. And that's about it. So let's get started. First, I think it will only be smart if we build a road. So, say about 5, and then 8. As you can see, there's an outline of the roads. It's very clever how they did the building designs and stuff for this. Alright, so now, as you can see, this isn't being done. People are just walking about because they're labourers. So we need to assign a couple of people to builders, and you'll see they'll start getting resources from the stockpile to put into here. Right, let's get a couple of houses. R to rotate. Just place a couple along here. And 4 families, so let's place another one. R to rotate. I think we said that. Let's place another one there. You will also need a source of food. So I like to start with. This is a crop field, right? Yeah, a crop field, and you can grow plants here. The biggest size, I believe, is 20 by 20 or 15 by 15. This here is an 11 by, probably less than that. But I think let's go with wheat because that produces more food in a less amount of time. We also need a way for the people to keep warm using firewood, which you make from wood, obviously. So in order to get that, here you got everything. These are resource collecting icons, so you can select a bit to get rid of it, or certain ones, or demolish houses. And look at how they build. They start off with nothing, and then as they go up, they eventually build. It's quite a nice little building animation process. So what we are looking for is a woodcutter. He will basically chop wood into firewood for people to use and heat their homes. So we have a source of food, wood, housing. Okay, now we need jobs. Yes. Also, we must assign farmers to the crop field in order for them to start getting. Never mind. I'll just run quickly through the buildings. You can get mines, quarries. So quarries get you stone. Mines get you small amounts of stone, but they also get you iron and steel and coal, and they can be used to make tools. So that's a good, somewhat medium game. A tavern just to keep the people happy. A tailor to give them clothes, and there are seasons in this, so as it gets to winter it gets colder obviously, and etc. The blacksmith uses the iron and coal to make tools for the people. The herbalist gathers herbs for healing, so he's like a small clinic basically. And a forest's lodge, he has his own little area, and he chops down and replants trees as needed, so it's just sustainable farming. Here are the different things. You have gatherer's hut, which are brilliant. Hunting cabins, which aren't very effective usually. Fishing dock, which can be, it really depends. Pasture is stuff like sheep, cows and chickens. Usually you don't have them because they don't produce the most amount of food, and it's quite a long process. Orchard is kind of the same. It takes about a year or 3 to actually have the trees fully grown, but then they work kind of like a crop field, except better, but they have to be left around for a bit longer. Here we have a cemetery to basically, well, dead people. A chapel to make them happy. A town hall. This gives you a bunch of stats on how your city's doing, or town. And also you can accept travellers, so nomads. There's a hospital, which is a advanced version of the herbalist. A schoolhouse, because educated citizens work faster. Same with citizens with tools, they work faster. And a well to put out fires. I've never actually had a fire, so I don't know how effective this is, but oh well. Here we have a trading post that you have to put along rivers usually, and merchant boats will come along and trade you. Marketplaces, which are really big, but instead of having a stockpile or a storage barn, just everything goes there. You've got a stockpile and a storage barn. This is a stockpile where all the resources go, and this is a storage barn where hide, coats, tools and food go. Pretty self-explanatory. Stone roads and dirt roads, wooden houses and stone houses, and then you can also speed up time here. I'm just going to turn this up to 5, right there. It's quite a slow. It's one of those games that you can't leave and then just come back. You have to always be there. But it's quite. If you're into games that you wait and you micromanage and you simply wait and watch your people grow, this is the game for you. Also, if you like building simulators and really in-depth ones, but not too much buildings and micromanaging, like in SimCity, you have to manage water, electricity, the sewers, etc. It doesn't have this, just like houses, jobs. These are all the jobs, as you can see over here. And yeah, so it's a bit of a waiting game, you know, but it can be quite addictive once you actually get into it. Run, Bambi, run. Okay, so as you can see, their yield goes up year by year. You'll be hearing that sound quite a lot, and I'll be honest, it is a very annoying sound. It gets on my nerves. Like, when you get in really deep trouble, that'll just, like, stuff like that will just be pinging the entire time. And it really can get you on your nerves. So I'm gonna cut down this bit here, this place. And what I'm gonna do after that's all gone, what I am gonna do as well, is I'm going to make a big stockpile, say about here. I can't remember the, I think it's 10 by 10. Yeah, it's 10 by 10. So I'm gonna make a, no, I'm not. I'm gonna make a, say, a 10, yeah, screw it, a 10 by 10 stockpile to have all that on. So there's gonna be a lot of resources coming from that. And believe me, you need a steady flow because they go quickly. Okay, so also I'm gonna start planning out my route for, I think I might go this way actually, for where I'm going to have my small, what's it called, well basically it's a small organisation that you put down, and it's very effective. It's basically an organisation of foresters, herbalists, gatherers, and maybe if you got a lot of animals like this, hunting cabins. So you have a sustainable income. So that's always nice to have. I think I'm going to set it about here. Eventually I will be putting housing, because how close people are to their jobs does affect it. The reserve of food is low. However, these people start harvesting. As you can see, it's summer now, so as soon as it goes into the beginning of, so as soon as it goes into the next, what's it called, season, they will harvest this, and we will get a boost in food. Now, food can be quite easily contained once you're in the late game. Like, once I'm in the late game in some of my other games, I'll be getting 30,000 per year, and that's quite a lot. Alright, so as you can see, everything's got their limit, and you can set this limit, which I think is also a very good feature. There's not much I can say that's bad about this game. I mean, it's a bit underrated, and I feel kind of sorry for it, because it is a good game. Yeah, I suppose maybe the rate at everything goes down, and that stupid sound that pops up, that could be gone. Alright, so let's have Forester's Lodge. The main thing that you do, as you can see, it's got this little circle of effect, area of effect. So, you do tend to run out of labourers quite a lot. You don't get a lot, that's why you have to have a lot of families. Alright, let's have a herbalist. And no, not finally. Gatherer's Hut. This just churns out food, it's awesome. Also a hunting cabin, since there are deer and stuff. Oh, no, I don't want that there. I forgot how to, oh yeah, hold on. Here it is. Okay, now animals, as you can see, are quite friendly with humans, because we don't eat them. But when you put these down, they'll start fearing humans if they go near them. If humans go near them, they'll freak out. I'm thinking of, alright, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to have like a big farmland just over here. But like, I always end up getting ahead of myself and not having enough people for the amount of jobs I have, which it can be a problem, but it always means your unemployment is low. Right. So let's have some. Oh, people haven't built that yet, that's annoying. It's saying that it's full, but it's not, because they can still put stuff there. It's just someone's still clearing it and then they need to make it. So I'm just going to put a couple more people on that. Okay. Now we're going to get some I won't be continuing with these. Well, I might with some games. But, sorry. But, what I'm probably going to be doing is just reviewing a game and then leaving it. Because then I don't want to have too many series on my channel, because then otherwise people can't catch up. But I will review games, and if you guys post in the comment if any games you want me to review, or you want to see a series of a certain game. If you want to see a series of a certain game like Banished, drop a like and a comment saying you would like this. The more likes on the video, the more I'd be like, oh, okay, people like this, I'll give them more. So, yeah. So as you can see, I'm just going to set up quite a lot of farms. And this is what I'm talking about, like, late game, where you have so many farms. There's another annoying little thing. Most structures, like fishing posts and that, and pretty much anything actually, you can't build it even if it's on the slightest hill. There is no terrain, apart from quarries, but that doesn't count. There is no terrain, sort of. Oh, what am I trying to say? There's no terrain. I can't remember. If it pops back into my head, I'll probably randomly shout it out. Alright, so people are cold. Have we still got? Okay, we still have that. I'm going to. Now, since we now have more farms, people have split up the workforce, and are therefore, there's not enough people on this. That's what they're questioning. No one's working on this. Now, I just want to set the food limit to about 50,000, just so we never run out. Set 2 more on that. Don't need that many. Right, the gatherer's hut is up. Oh no, forester. Forester takes a long time to actually get going, so we need them quite quickly. Same with the orchard. If you're gonna have them, you're gonna want them early, so that they have time to grow. Right, we now have no labourers, and if someone dies, a labourer will replace them, but we have no labourers. Also, oh, hold on. Alright. And I put all my people onto farmers since we are low on food, and that is quite bad. But what ends up happening is, and it's quite a good feature, I think. Well, it's not really a feature, but it's your population will die till the point that it can sustain itself, like food-wise. Right, so he's died. Now there shouldn't be any more hungry people, because we should have enough people to go around. Right, well, we're full on logs, which is a brilliant thing. We still want to plant trees. I don't know what that means. What's this guy's area of effect? Right. So I'm going to cut away everything from there, and here. But we have no labourers, so no one will actually end up doing that. So I'm going to take one person off. Ah, a child's died. I was gonna sound they're not too important since they weren't even in your workforce anyway, but they do eventually grow up to be in your workforce. Right. Right, so we have a nice little sustained village, and I think after a bit I'm gonna end this. But you guys get the whole point of it. It's a good game. It's underrated. There are a couple of bad features with it, but since people don't like it anymore, or don't pay attention to it anymore, the developers have kind of stopped. Alright, I'm going to end the episode here, because my dogs are barking. Sorry for that. But I think we're at a good point to leave the video. So thank you for watching the first episode of my reviews. Leave a like, comment and subscribe. Or share it if you really think it's that good. Or you just want your friends to see it, you know. Alright, so see you guys. Have a nice day. Goodbye.